Hi, I'm Nelson, and this is the IELTS and General English training. In this video, we are going to concentrate on the IELTS speaking test. And specifically, we are going to look at the real reasons why many candidates don't get their desired scores. Candidates do not fully understand how the speaking test is marked. What's the solution? The solution is to find out how is the speaking test marked. If you find out, then you are on your way to understanding why many candidates fail to get 7+. Most people who take the IELTS speaking test do not know what the IELTS examiner is looking for. So, most candidates just go into the interview room and do some speaking in English for 15 minutes. Many times, in my experience as a trainer, I have many people come to my office. I tell them that I can train them. They are speaking very good English. They tell me, I know English. I've been studying English for over 20 years. What is it that you're going to teach me? They assume, not assuming, yes, it is true they know English, but again, this is a test. Whoever is, the examiner is following some guidelines, and the student should know this. So because many students don't take time to learn these guidelines, they end up failing, they end up getting a low score, less than 7. As a result, many candidates miss the whole point of the speaking test, and their score is usually below 6. Below 6, yet they can speak English, they are good at English. What is it that they are not doing right? It's the purpose of this video to clearly train you to be able to score 7+. The IELTS speaking test is a test of your spoken English language ability. That's very important. Spoken English language ability. They are testing your ability to speak English. What do I mean by this? I'll be explaining this in detail later. Most people either do not know this or they don't understand the importance of this fact. Many candidates seem to focus in the wrong way. What is the wrong way and what is the right way? Because the speaking test is based on a question-answer format, many people focus too much on answering the questions. Isn't it obvious when they ask a question, you are supposed to answer? But again, in this IELTS speaking test, that's a problem. Obviously, candidates are required to answer the question, but what they may not realize is that the examiner doesn't give marks for the actual answer. Well, let me dispel some misconceptions. If they ask you, who is the president of the US? And you say Biden, that's the right answer, but the examiner probably knows. And they try to ask you questions which are very easy. They don't ask difficult questions. They are not interested in the answer. They are interested in your ability to give the answer. How you give the answer matters. 10 students can answer the question, who the president of the US is, and all of them are going to get a different score. And the difference is going to be how you are answering. So if you want to score 7 and above, you should care how you give your answers. And in my training, I'm going to show you the best way to answer such questions. A simple question like who is the president of the US would make the examiner give you a low score. The marks are given for the language content. Remember, language content of the answer, not the answer itself. The examiner knows the answer. The examiner is not interested in you when they ask you personal questions. Where do you live? Do you like music? They are not interested in your answer. They are interested in how you give the answer. Language content. It is possible to answer every question correctly and still get a low score. The low scores are 4 or 5 because you did not care about the language content. The IELTS speaking test tests the language ability, the language content of the candidate. The examiner is not asking questions because he or she needs answers. There are no correct or incorrect answers in the IELTS speaking test. I repeat, there are no correct or incorrect answers in the speaking test. A student can get it wrongly. Who is the president of the US? You can give a wrong answer, but arriving at the answer, you have tested, you have demonstrated your ability to speak. You are going to get a better score than a candidate who simply says Biden. There are 2 basic types of answers. Let's take a look at them. An answer to the question and a response focused on language. All these are answering the same question, but they will get a different score. What's your favorite color? Well, it is red. It is clear the answer is red, but you will get a low mark. Why? The examiner has no information to give you. You are focusing on the answer. The examiner is not interested in the answer. B, a response focused on language. What's your favorite color? Well, to be quite honest, I don't really have an actual favorite color. But I guess that if I were buying clothes, then I would usually go for something like blue or gray. You know, kind of dull colors, nothing too bright. This is a good answer, and the examiner will give you 7 plus. The examiner gives marks for language ability, not information. I repeat, the examiner is interested in language ability, not information. So answer A would actually get a very low mark. There is some language ability here, 4 words. Answer A, remember answer A. That is answer. What is your favorite color? Well, it is red. That is answer A. So answer A would actually get a very low mark. There is some language ability here, 4 words. So answers like these might finally get a score of 4. Answer B does not focus on answering the question. Instead, it focuses on showing as much language ability as possible. Later on in the course, we shall learn how to arrive to answer B. This is the type of answer that a candidate needs to consistently, the key word here is consistently, produce to get a score in the region of 7. Consistently. You don't do it once, but you show that most questions you can produce such an answer. Then you are assured of 7 plus. Thanks for watching.